Here is Dillon Head, Clemson commit out of Homewood-Flossmoor High School and the top-ranked player in Illinois in the class of 2023. Dillon, man, appreciate the time.
Appreciate yours.
You made some major waves this fall, move up to number 18 nationally in the class. Tell me where you feel like you've seen the biggest growth of late as a player.
For me, I mean, it's really just my maturity, how I've grown over the years. Being younger, I was known as like the little guy, slap hitter. And then, just filling into my body, getting faster, stronger, just things like that, maturing in my game.
The defensibility has really had people talking. How have you kind of learned to read the ball off the bat in terms of taking that most efficient route to the ball in center field?
For me, I just always been fast, so that's just been my mentality. Always take away everybody else's hits. That's how I've been when I was younger. I didn't. Every time somebody hit the ball in the air, I just, I thought I was gonna catch it no matter where it was hit. So it's really a mentality thing.
I've seen you clock down to 6'8" in the 60. Is that the best for you? Have you been lower than that?
Oh yeah, that 6'6" was sophomore year. I ran a 6'22" at PG National, and then I ran a 6'1" flat the other week ago when I was training. So
Man, well, I apologize for that, man. That is some serious speed. So tell me
yeah,
how we talk about it in the outfield, but how else can you or have you been able to impact a game with that kind of speed?
definitely on the base pass. I mean, getting on base, I'm a havoc. A RBI machine for guys in the box, things like that, and then it just gives me, extra cheat hits. When I beat a ball into the ground, I'm able to run a, 3-8 down the line. So yeah, it's just a great part of my game.
I know you were previously committed to Michigan in July, announced that you'll instead be heading to Clemson. What was it about that program that you ultimately decided that was the spot for me?
Well, for Michigan, it was the coach, and then I've always been a big Michigan fan growing up. And then when he moved to Clemson, I mean, it's ACC baseball, better weather, better fan base. So it was just a no brainer for me.
Yeah, as a guy who grew up in the Midwest and moved to the South, I can absolutely appreciate that decision there. You were part of this summer's MLB USA Baseball High School All-American game at Dodger Stadium. A number of guys that we've seen quite a bit at LakePoint Sports were also in that. Max Clark, Walker Jenkins, Dylan Cuppy, Antonio Anderson. What was that experience like, both being with some of the brightest young stars in the country, but also playing on that historic field?
It was absolutely amazing. I mean, probably the one of the best, best experiences I've had. I mean, just being in LA, we toured through the stadium, all the historic things they have throughout the Dodger Stadium, and then just really playing there. I know that day we got a lot of hits. I think it was like 30 hits between the two teams. So it was just a lot of fun.
A lot of those names I mentioned are guys that, like yourself, are being a link to the MLB draft early in the upcoming MLB draft. Has there been kind of like a friendship built amongst you guys? Because a lot of you guys have been around each other a number of times. So is there kind of like some budding friendships among that group of really elite players in the class?
Yeah, so I'm really tight with Antonio. I mean, I played with him most of the summer. Then Nazan, he was also in that game. Who else? Zion Rose.
Yep.
Yeah, so pretty much I built a relationship with those guys. Those are my guys. Then also Aiden Miller's really cool. Met him down at we were in LA. Real cool guy, real humble guy. He actually won MVP in that high school All American game. So yeah, a lot of relationships I built over this summer for sure.
I mentioned a lot of buzz around you and the upcoming MLB draft. How do you kind of deal with that noise when you're still, have that next high school season ahead and just so much between now and whatever does happen for you this summer and beyond?
Yeah, I mean, I just really tune it out. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a kids game. Just go out there, have fun. Don't try to, make the game difficult. It's already a difficult game, so really just try to simplify. It's a kids game. Just go out there, have fun. With everything else will happen.
Well, certainly the right attitude to have without question. Dillon Lynn, appreciate it. Wishing you nothing but the best of luck going forward.
Oh, thank you for having me.